are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. Seeking answers to Uver's mysterious memory loss, Hamir and Uver entered a joint mindscape to find the lost memories, escaping nearly empty-handed. Meanwhile, a ghastly figure approached the rest of the party in the library, taunting Zephyr before vanishing without a trace. Deeply unsettled, the party left the underground, only to be accosted by a hooded group.
Is that all right with everybody? May I tell my story?
You can tell your story.
It's not okay with me.
story
Go ahead.
I'm going to look at you because you're the only one who hasn't heard the story.
Lock eyes.
So I'm going to tell it really quickly.
One second. Can we get romantic music?
No.
Oh. It's not a romantic story.
All right, tell Sven.
So I was
Getting
waiting
mixed.
on my package from Dr. Pepper. I ordered a can cooler that had my name on it. Nothing about this is sultry.
You're doing your best. Keep going.
Just keep going.
Lock eyes with Sven.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I got my package, and I opened it.
Tell me more.
It was supposed to say, Michael deserves a Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
It didn't.
Oh my.
It said, straight deserves a Dr. Pepper. STR8. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
So I contacted support and they said they'd fix it, but that's not the whole story. A couple days later, I decided, you know what? I have a thermostat from Google, so I'm going to buy a wall plate because my wall was painted 80s yellow when the house was built, and they didn't decide to paint the back of it. The wall paint, that is. So I wanted to buy one, and I had $5 credit from Google. Five. And the cheapest thing on their site was a wall plate for $15. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that. A wall plate. So I bought it. A couple hours later, I got a text saying, hey, it's on its way.
Is it? How soon?
Tomorrow. And you know what?
What?
It got there. I opened it up.
You bet it did.
And it wasn't a wall plate. Do you know what it was?
What?
It was a Pixel 7 phone.
No.
It was so I got on support and said, hey, I got a piece of plastic, but you guys sent me a phone. And they said, so sorry. Here's $10 for being honest. So now I have to send back the phone so I could get my piece of plastic. But I have to wait for them to credit me for it because I have to return the phone before they can give me my $10 back.
You honest man.
He did thank me for my honesty.
It's true. I mean, you could have kept the $1,000 phone and just sold it.
I could have sold it and bought 100 plates.
I mean, you could have also just freely upgraded yourself and then sold your old phone.
I mean, I probably will do that anyway because I have Google Pixel Pass,
Oh my.
which allows me to upgrade every 2 years. Not sponsored.
Anyway, we're sponsored by AT&T.
That was
Crying.
a lovely story.
For real
that
though,
was my
that
story.
was Stevie.
That
I had to take
beautiful.
off my jacket mid that.
Oh, you did?
I did. I got
Oh,
hot.
no.
Dude, his arms are
Little warm
exposed.
over there, Jenkins.
Probably due to all the laughter, but
Less of a banter, but more of a story.
Let's not put
Oh
a
my
title
gosh.
to it.
Speaking of
Not yet.
stories,
and speaking of
crying.
stories,
Hey, that's my thing.
That was
I'm
that
the
was
Segway guy.
We didn't have
oh
to
yeah,
deal
you
with
want to
them.
set the scene?
Well, we did. The previously on guy did it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Well, can you
wow.
set the scene for us since
us?
we don't get to
I
hear
loved
that?
listening to that.
So standing in front of you are these 6 robed figures. One of them has just made a pronouncement, has asked you to surrender in the name of the High King Aered. And in the, I presume, kind of moment of trying to figure out what is going on, he kind of cocks his head like he's listening to something. And then turns to the one standing next to him and says, "Change of plans. Get the helmet. I don't care about it. Casualties." And he begins to leave. And that's where we're going to roll for initiative.
What?
We have a helmet, right?
Do we have a helmet?
Pretty sure you.
I have a helmet. Oh no!
So we are to believe so far that Arid is dead.
That's what you've read
How
in those
old
books.
is? When did he die? That we read.
Hundreds of years ago.
So he could be Uver's dad.
Hey, Sven. Sven, I'm going to leave this choice up to you. Should I or should I not do a thing?
Do it.
Do it.
Don't do it if that was good. That was
Darn.
good.
Screw you, Sven.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
It's too late. I already rolled. I have to do it.
Those dice.
So while you're looking that up, Zephyr, what's your initiative?
9,
Oh, I need to look.
I think.
Uver.
15.
Hamir.
I rolled a nat 20 for a 27.
Ooh.
Dang.
Oh crap! I'm 10. Sorry.
Wait, you're only 10?
You're 10.
Liar.
I thought you were 23.
I only said that so I could drink.
Oh.
Oh,
Dr. Pepper.
you're awfully tall for a 10-year-old.
Neros.
I know.
16.
And Alward.
I have to take a 1 plus my mod, so 7.
Bunch of kids over there.
All right, so we'll begin initiative with that 6th figure who has walked off. He has made it 3/4 of the way out of the arena, heading towards the exit. And he has spent his whole turn just leaving.
Can you use millennial speech on that and not use 3/4?
You
Sure,
mean-
he is on fleek.
That's not.
That's Gen
not
Z. Thank
accurate.
you.
Yeets himself out of the arena.
Jordy, please. So, when it's done correct, using like millennial and Gen Z slang sounds like Shakespeare to me, and it is my favorite thing. Never do it again.
Forsooth, this scoundrel
Yeeted himself.
didst yeet himself out of the arena.
Jotun.
Yoted.
And it is now
Yoinked.
Hamir's turn.
Hamir's going to do a pro gamer move known as delay.
I thought you were going to say run.
So I'm going to delay my
run.
turn until they get closer.
All right. It's going to be this guy here, and he brandishes a battle axe and begins moving towards the party and stops 10 feet away from Hamir.
Oh, I'll go now.
All right.
Is it even worth doing esoteric weakness?
Yeah, because that was the end of his turn. He drew
mean,
a weapon and
yeah.
strode twice.
If you do that, you get it theoretically on all of them because they're all theoretically human.
No, they don't share a weakness.
Oh, I thought they did. Or is that a thing you can get later?
They don't have any weaknesses to share.
So if they have a weakness, then he can proc it on all of them. But if they don't have a weakness, he can impose a personal antithesis.
Which is a one-on-one personal weakness.
You insult their mom.
Yeah.
That's a
Basically.
personal weakness.
I mean, I would be hurt if you insulted my mother.
Your mother.
I guess I'm just going to pull out my whip,
Your mother was a hamster.
and then I'm going to attempt to trip this man.
Ooh.
Why
All
did I
right.
want to say your
So
father
you're
was an
whip my
elderberry?
chain.
Yeah, your chains.
My apologies. It says whip on my character sheet because I reflavored the whip.
Oh, because you have chains?
Yeah. 18.
That's a success.
So he falls prone.
So you just wrap that chain around his leg and just pull it out from under him.
And then I'm going to bring it down on his face to try and hit him again. With a 17 to hit.
And that's a hit.
Ooh, wunderbar. 10 damage. That was maximum on my whip without any weakness.
Nice. So you just, rip his leg out from under him. The chain uncoils. You just swing it back around and crack it down across him. And he is not looking good. You might say he's bloodied.
Oh, that's my 3 actions.
All right. So Hamir has finished his turn. It's now the cultist in the center.
Oh, they're cultists. Okay.
They're in robes.
That doesn't
With
mean they're
hoods.
cultists.
It kind of
wear a robe to the
He's
bathroom.
in the
They could
center who
also be
yells,
thieves.
I'm a cultist.
Yeah, they also
Sorry,
said
let me
that
do that without peeking
Cultists
my
of the High
microphone.
King
They
era.
also said that they serve the dead Mad King.
They didn't say they serve. They said in the name of him. That could mean a lot of things.
Anyway.
Him could be George of the
Jungle.
The jungle?
I was like,
That's Tarzan.
What's it gonna do?
They both do it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Because George of the Jungle is a parody of Tarzan.
In my opinion,
know.
a much better version.
He's
Hey.
going to step a little
look
bit
out for that
closer.
tree.
in the middle of the.
Then he is going to shout at Hamir, lay down your arms or be destroyed.
Oh, I can do that too.
And he's going to attempt to demoralize you.
Oh, I thought he was doing command.
Removes arms and lays them.
What is that against?
Against your will DC.
It's 17.
He succeeds, so you are now frightened 1.
What did he roll?
He got a 19
Dang.
On the die, of course.
on the die.
Gotcha. I'm frightened 1.
Just as your resolve to keep pushing forward is just being shaken by his commitment that, I can definitely take you on. And then he's going to raise up his hand and make an arcane gesture towards the guy who's laying on the ground, having been smacked by Hamir's chain. And yeah, that's his turn.
I forget, is recognizing a spell a free action?
It's a reaction, but you need a feat to do it. If you had this
Unless
spell
it's in your spell.
prepared and ready to cast, then you do recognize it.
Sometimes if you can know the spell.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. It's
and then
really
other time,
odd.
I
Does any
dislike.
of you guys have guidance?
Yeah,
No.
I do.
You. Okay. Was it guidance, Jordan?
I don't think it was guidance.
It is guidance.
Oh, sick.
He's not even going to get to use his guidance.
Okay. Neros, it's your turn.
Okay. First things first, I would like to. Who am I behind? Who is that?
Uver.
Uver? I'd like to step out from behind Uver. I don't want to be behind you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Which I'll allow you to freely position yourself. This is just where I dropped your tokens.
Oh.
As long as you don't go I'm going to be over here.
I would like to be behind those boulders.
On the other side of the map.
I do want to step up to be within 30 feet of the guy that's closer to his friends.
That's too much.
Okay.
Got to be with the group.
Well,
think she's
in-
saying-
as
Oh, you
an
mean as an action?
I do be within 30 feet.
No, Abby.
You can't go there. So that is the closest you can be to your friends. Do you want to get closer? You could be here. That would also be 30 feet.
That feels like a regular starting point. Where she's at. That feels like a spot she could start.
Well, that is 25 feet. It's a full stride action out of the door.
I'm okay with I don't care.
Eh, whatever.
And then I want to cast a telekinetic projectile at him.
Can
All right.
I heighten that spell? Is that something I can heighten?
Not yet, because we don't have access to second level spells. So
I
it would
think
go
the
beyond
hero
normal
point
level.
would allow that to happen.
Well,
though.
it does say that you can't heighten a spell above the highest level
Oh.
of spell
Well, at
you or
least
the
it
ally can
specifies.
cast.
All right, I didn't realize it specified.
All right, so that is a 15 to hit.
That'll be a miss.
Lovely.
What are you telekinetically projectiling?
A rock
A rock.
at his head.
And
Misses.
it goes past his head and kind of flutters the hood that he's got pulled up, and you see a bearded Viking face underneath.
Such a
Is
cool
he wearing
image.
armor?
A little bit, kind of lightly armored, mostly cloaked.
Okay.
All right, stride telekinetic projectile. Uver, your turn.
Uver is going to see the guy go down that you, Hamir, tripped.
Yeah, he's still alive.
And he's going to take one look at Hamir and kind of sigh and turn to him and go, "It would be better if we could talk this out, perhaps?"
To the guy on the ground?
No, to the guy who just did us
Guidance.
Rykard.
guidance.
Ah.
Rykard.
Ricardo.
That this initiative tracker has his name as Rykard.
Oh, Lucy.
So are you like trying to like
No,
talk him down?
Just
or-
talk.
Richard
Just,
Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
just chatting.
Just chatting. He doesn't even seem to be paying attention to you. He seems to be more focused on kind of directing the remaining guys who are kind of holding back at this point.
Then so be it. And you see Uver hold both hands out. This is such a shame. We could have just talked this out. And cast magic missile 3 times at the same guy.
Nice.
All right. So those
Such a good
automatically
spell.
hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's see what we have here.
He's trying to get his dice out. He's got them out. He's
He's
rolling
rolling.
his dice.
He's rolled.
They're in the dice tray.
Rolling.
He's not impressed.
Oh.
He's still not impressed.
Or he is, and he's just not.
Yeah, he's
letting it
either
show.
not impressed or good at hiding it.
7.
Oh, that's
Oh.
bad.
On a D6?
No,
D4.
D4.
D4. Sorry, I thought it was a 6.
If magic missile did a D6, that would be the best spell you could
Plus
get.
1 to each of
Oh,
them.
plus 1 to
Still
each.
pretty good.
So
So
plus 3.
10.
Oh, that's better. That's
Yeah,
That's
better.
better, yeah.
I thought you were already adding the plus 3.
I was
You rolled
not.
2 1s and a 2.
I rolled a 1 and 2 3s.
Oh, that's
Mm,
good.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's not bad.
I wasn't impressed by 3s. What the heck?
So these little bolts of force just come careening out of your fingertips, curve their way unerringly across the battlefield, and just like blast through the black coat. And now, as it's had a couple bits of damage done to the cloak, you can see that he's lightly armored underneath.
it! Oh, that's why a 15 didn't hit him. He's got armor.
Zephyr.
Zephyr is at least 120 feet away
Yes?
Yeah.
From what?
from
Anything.
Rykard. Trying to think of a good way to...
From Rykard, you're
Richard.
45 feet away.
Ricardo.
Or I guess, hold on, 5, 10, 15,
As long as I'm 120.
30 feet away.
Okay, so my bow. Yeah, I guess I'll just draw my bow. I figure I probably didn't have it out already, but it's just for the show. It's not actually doing
flavor bow.
anything.
Flavor bow.
Ray of Frost
All
at
right.
Ricardo.
Flavor bow is a free action.
Ricardo.
Make me
I guess this
an attack
guy
roll.
laying on the ground is gonna get a turn.
Maybe, but he doesn't matter. So that's a 18 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Nice. I guess when we kill him, the others might just leave.
I figure if we kill the main guy, it'll demoralize the rest of them.
And you won't be frightened anymore.
Ooh,
Yes, he
nice.
Nice.
6.
Till the end of my turn.
I sounded like a shulker from Minecraft.
All right. And he takes those 6 cold
plays
damage as he's getting a chill and ice crystals developing on his arm. You have 1 action left.
Oh, I thought my drawing my bow was...
I mean, if you're not actually using your bow for the strike, it'll be a flavor bow.
Flavor bows are free actions.
I'm going to do a cartwheel 5 feet to the left.
Flavor
wait,
cartwheel.
that's Uver's space.
I will do a cartwheel 5 feet to the south.
Wait, so does that count as a step action or a stride action?
Bacon
Fancy stuff.
acrobatics.
Ah.
Roll acrobatics. How good is this cartwheel?
I fell down. No, I'd say it's mid. It's pretty
Mid.
mid.
But he gets back up.
He-
He,
so we're
he
good.
does that thing where it's not a full cartwheel and he like stops halfway through.
Just plants his feet.
What is it called? Like a spring, back spring?
Handspring?
Backhand spring?
From experience, that is actually a little harder than a cartwheel.
Well, I mean,
That's true. I can even surprisingly do a cartwheel.
I can't do
full
a cartwheel.
I
I've never been
cannot.
able to do one.
I haven't been able to do one since I was like 5.
Bad guys are gonna go now.
So yeah, the remaining 3 of these guys in robes have their turns, and they each
Oh.
draw their weapons and start closing in on Hamir.
Hope someone has
One
a
of
line
them-
attack.
Moves right up next to Neros, but the
Ow.
other 3 are all in a line moving towards Hamir in a unified front. It is now Alward's turn.
That's concerning.
Save the day, Alward.
Do it.
I can do one of 2 things.
And do the second.
Okay, so one thing is I can agitate them, just one, which is fun. Or the other thing, I can go boof.
What does that mean?
I am okay
What
with
does
boof.
go boof mean?
It means go boof. I don't know what you.
If you're able to kill the guy who's laying down, then it will mean I go next.
I can do a grand total of 1d6 damage.
That's it? With a telekinetic projectile?
With a telekinetic projectile, I can do a grand total of 1d6 plus 4 damage.
That's right enough to
Is that
kill
the
him.
boof?
I did 10 and he
I
was
don't
bloodied.
want to kill them.
Well,
At least
that's
knock them
fine.
down.
Incapacitate him at least.
So the
it's
interesting
okay.
thing
Knock
about
him out.
spells is you need a special feat to make spells non-lethal.
Mm-hmm. Unless the
Wow.
spell specifically states it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like telekinetic projectile you could decide.
Nope.
'Cause, like if you
No.
throw a
No.
pillow at them.
No.
No.
It's fast enough to
It's-
do 1d6 plus 4 damage.
It's-
and
Even
still
with a
kill him,
pillow.
man.
It's a
It's
hard
technically
pillow.
force damage, so it's not the object
true.
doing the. Well, it's bludgeoning.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
It's
bludgeoning.
It's not
Yeah,
force. If it was force
the pillow
damage,
moves
holy
so
crap.
fast, it does.
Ah.
It can't decompress.
Well,
Have you ever seen a man eviscerated by a pillow?
I'm gonna make a character
It's like a
now that
cinder
just
block
uses
hitting your
pillows.
face.
It's like Oobleck.
I can see why you wouldn't want to murder a man.
So instead, what I'm gonna do, presuming that the ruffian is going to stay down, I'm going to cast Agitate on him.
That's
Um,
not bad.
So what he needs to do is make a will saving throw.
Or else he begins grumbling.
What's the DC?
The DC is 18.
A regular success.
Okay. So this is only going to last one round.
Okay.
So if he does not take the stride action, he will take 2d8 mental damage because he is restless. And then I'm going to move 30 feet southwest.
And all the enemies are north of us.
So happy that
Pelican?
we've adopted
All right.
the cardinal directions rather than left and right.
Left and right are variable.
Yeah.
Cardinal directions are forever.
But every map we're on will always face north.
But that was my last level 1 spell slot.
All
Could I have
right.
heightened it? No.
It is now the guy who was leaving's turn, and he is gone. He has left the arena.
I feel like we should have stopped him.
I don't think there was any way we possibly
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had an imminent threat.
could. And he was too far away. I don't think any of us could literally do anything.
No.
could.
And now it's the agitated ruffian's turn.
Outward stops time. We can
He's going to spend
I
his
think I do
first
have that
action
cantrip.
standing up. And he'll spend his second action stepping to Hamir.
Oh, I thought he was grappled, not tripped. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb.
I was wondering why you did that.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
He stepped to Hamir. And now he's going to attempt to grapple Hamir.
Oh, he didn't stride. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Well, he doesn't know if Hamir has an opportunity attack or not.
True.
What's he doing? Grappling
He's attempting
me?
to grapple you.
That's funny.
What's your fortitude DC?
17. Oh, sorry, 16 right now because I'm frightened.
He succeeds,
Cool.
and you are grabbed.
Let go of me.
And
He
it is the
takes
end of his
12
turn.
points of damage.
He's dead.
Mental
So-
damage. It's non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
Yes.
What?
So
My
he's
spell's
Wait,
non-lethal.
does it specify?
Yep. I will pull up again. I specifically grabbed this spell because it's one of the only first level spells that are non-lethal.
It is
Wow.
non-lethal. That's wonderful.
So he steps up, grabs Hamir, and just as Hamir's beginning to pull away, his grip loosens and his eyes just kind of roll back in his head, and he just collapses to the ground.
Is he gonna be okay?
Maybe.
no.
I'm a little scared of you now. Just walks forward and just collapses.
Yeah, I should mention it. Basically, I gave him the jitters, and he didn't listen to what his jitters were telling him to do.
Hamir,
How far away is Rykard from me movement-wise?
movement-wise, 40 feet. Sorry, 35 feet.
Oh, so I can move 30 feet and be within 10 feet of him?
Yes.
I will do that.
And you just push your way through these
Excuse
ruffians who are unable to stop you. 'cause
Pardon
they don't
me.
have opportunity attacks.
I'm going to attempt to trip him.
All right.
Man, you just like tripping people, don't you?
19.
That's a success.
And then I'll try and whack him.
What? He's good. Oh, yeah, he's good.
11 to hit.
Ooh, that's not a hit.
That's
But he is tripped.
All right. That's the end of my turn. I'm no longer frightened.
Nice. It is now Rykard's turn. He's going to spend his first action standing.
Hello there.
Oh, this is tough. This is a tough choice for him.
Was little Ricky gonna cry?
Little Reki is going to reach a hand up into the sky, and his hand will ignite with like white flame tinged with black, and he'll press it against his chest, and it'll like course over him as he regains 13
He just
HP.
cast heal on himself?
That is twice as much as I dealt.
Did he use a 1-action heal?
A 2-action
He
heal.
just undid
wow.
everything I did.
Yeah, he did 2d8 plus... Or he did 1d8 plus 8?
Hmm.
Only 13. That's not that good of a roll, but still. That was a good waste of his turn, I think.
That was a good waste.
Okay. I couldn't do math.
Neros!
It's okay. Math is
Neros.
hard. Okay. I don't like there's. Okay, so I'm gonna spend a focus point.
Whoa.
Yeah, and you see my arms go.
Oh, the tentacles are back.
As you're doing that, Neros, the guy next to you just kind of recoils a bit,
The valid reaction.
and you recognize him.
What?
What?
Hang on. Is this who I think it is?
It might be. Who do you think it is?
Is it one of the mages that I met before?
No.
Oh, well, who is it?
It was the highwayman who accosted you on your way to town.
Oh, those idiots.
The one that
those
you
guys?
charmed.
Man, he gets around.
He does get around.
Are these all those idiots? Wait, is Rykard that guy we helped escort?
No, he looks very different.
Okay.
He was wearing robes, which is why I had that question.
No, this looks... It's a very coarse, like, cheap robe.
Oh, okay.
They're very obviously using the robes to obscure their identity.
I see.
But
They're not
you're right
those
next
kind
to
of
this
robes.
guy.
He
and,
failed.
you
Does he
know,
We
smell?
bought it at Party City.
Party City.
All right. Yeah, that's a valid reaction. I would recoil too if I saw someone randomly change their arms into tentacles.
And
Randomly.
besides, like, last time he saw you, he was like, man, I really like her. And then he's like, hey, it's that... Oh!
You know, Uver gave these guys a chance to talk.
So
They should have known better.
I should have. Neros is gonna. She looks at the sky. It's like, oh, it's you again. Hello. She winks at him. Reaches out with a tentacle, smacks him in the face.
I told you to have tea.
I mean, they might not be super happy because he would know he'd be charmed.
Hang on, math.
I really
Math is
do.
hard.
Panic.
Don't panic.
No, panic.
breath.
It makes you count faster.
Hang on. What?
It may not be correct, but it'll make you count faster.
21
Ooh.
That's a hit.
to smack him in the face.
You smack him in the face.
With your tentacles.
3 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
He done got smacked.
Don't gone smacked, yo.
I don't know if I should say this or not.
Do it.
When she smacks him, she's like, "Did you miss me?"
Oh, that's so good.
He reaches up a hand to where he was smacked and just looks very confused.
And she smacks him on the other cheek.
What is this feeling?
I don't know that I'm gonna hit. What's
Go
the
f-
minus?
5.
Four.
4?
4, yeah.
That's a 10.
Yeah, that won't be a hit.
Okay, and that's my.
But
turn.
he's love struck.
Yeah, so the first one hits him, and you're like, "Did you miss me?" And he looks so confused, and you swing again. He just kind of ducks a little bit, but he just like looks like he's not sure if he feels betrayed, confused, or moving on. Uber, your turn.
It's the right reaction.
He didn't miss you, but you sure missed him.
There. Go.
Uver is going to see him do that and go, they've got to make this so difficult. And once again, he raises one hand this time. And he needs to make a fortitude save.
Same guy.
Same guy.
All right.
As tendrils of darkness just curl out of my fingertips.
What is with hitting
and
this
race
guy
through the air.
Are you
with
using grim
tendrils?
That's a line, right?
Are you gonna hit me?
Area.
Oh,
Or 30-foot
Tendrils.
line it is, but you're out of the way.
that you should
Some-
be. Well, you should be able to hit another guy.
Can I?
If you move.
If you position,
Oh,
so like
yeah, I
you
will.
could go to here and hit the 2 in this line back here. Or no, never mind. It's adding the extra diagonals. You're fine. You can actually start it without moving.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't have to move.
I will do that.
All right. So what was the DC?
DC of 18.
They both got a regular fail.
Ooh,
Nice.
Perfect. They take full damage.
more tentacles.
Tentacles for days.
That guy just got slightly smacked by 2 tentacles.
Grim tendrils.
And then the
Tentacles.
grim ones come by.
8 damage, so full damage,
Nice.
and 1 persistent bleed.
Ooh,
Nice.
we hear like persistent damage
True.
on our enemies.
Yeah.
Yes, not on us. Unless, never mind.
And that's just 1 persistent bleed?
Yep,
I
1
wish it was
persistent
on
bleed damage.
All right.
True.
Oh, by the way, that did bloody the one that was tentacle smacked. There's 2 actions. Uver, you have 1 action remaining.
Oh.
Uver casts shield.
Wah, 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 wah.
Is there anything special about how that looks?
So you're going to see him, that one hand and the tendrils come out, hit both of those, and the other hand, no. You're going to see a glow on his shoulder, just kind of peeking out through the gaps in his clothing as this green energy just kind of comes out of it and then covers his entire body.
Nice. Nice. Zephyr.
I'm going to take a couple steps forward towards the guy to the right of the one who has been agitated to death.
He's not dead. He's sleeping.
Right up against him.
Okay.
Taking a nap.
And Zephyr is going to... His eyes are going to flash red, like bright red, and he says,
I have had enough of this today.
and he's going to turn his hand into a gouging claw and try to go for that guy.
Nice.
And he is not even gonna touch him. not even worth telling
Such
you the
a
numbers.
cool moment, though.
But what was the number?
Is it greater than a 1?
Yeah.
What was the total though?
Okay, so it's a 10.
Gets close and he just kind of ducks a little bit, and the claw gets tangled up in the robes and it doesn't quite make contact.
Can I actually spend a card, or is it past time?
I mean, you can spend a card now because you knew what the result was, and you were telling me it wasn't going to hit.
Yeah, no. Anyway, we're gonna re-roll that.
Is it the same thing?
It's the same number.
Oh,
Here. I've got 2 cards.
I don't think you can spend it for the same roll.
I can't. No.
No.
Only 1 card per roll, but
You can use that card if applicable, but you can't spend.
I feel like we've done that before, but okay.
Now, I've used a card. I've spent a card, but then I used the ability of a card on the same roll.
Okay. Well,
I believe in you.
I'm gonna try again with the penalty. Is that all right?
You got
I
it.
don't
should
think
have
you
one
can
action?
with gouging claw. I think it's a 2-action attack.
Oh, and I moved,
Mm.
so I'm definitely out of actions. Okay. Just cut me out of that part. I did nothing.
You did a cool thing.
You did. Your eyes glowed.
It's just
Yeah.
the dude dodged.
Dodge.
It was too emotional.
used dodge. It was slightly effective.
Well, it's actually his turn. And because you've stepped up to engage him, he's going to fight you.
I'm okay with that.
So he swings his battle axe with a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Oof.
And he deals 6 slashing damage. And then he will swing a second time. That's a miss. Just got a 12.
That hit. No, I'm kidding. I've learned from my actions. I'll dodge. The first time I just stood there.
And then he's
He was
going
too
to
upset
step
about the
to the
claw
side
missing.
here. No, sorry, here. So he steps back away from you towards Hamir. It is now the tentacle slapped fellow's turn.
And he surrenders.
No.
Out of love, he surrenders.
Stop in the
He was
name of
charged.
love.
Roll a will save to see if you fall for her.
Is this what falling in love looks like?
I don't think so.
You don't know his sister.
He's going to swing
like
his
his
axe
sister.
to try to
Sorry,
remove
sorry.
the tentacle.
What?
Which
Remove
one?
the
The
tentacle.
The one that
Remove it?
smacked him.
Ah,
He's swinging
Which
his
ones?
axe.
Oh, he's gonna try and chop it off.
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna try and hit me.
24 to hit.
Hang on, I'm not on the right page. Yeah, that hits.
So you take 12 slashing damage.
Oh man,
Ow!
they do a lot of damage.
Ooh.
That literally took me down half my hit points.
And he sees that he got a really good chunk cut into with that axe. So he pulls it back and swings for a second go. For an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And he deals. He's rolled max damage twice in a row.
12 more damage. No, Neros.
Are you downed?
I'm at 0.
So Neros drops unconscious and is now dying 1.
What?
Do you hate me?
He doesn't like those tentacles.
And I guess he really didn't like being charmed.
I feel
I
like he
thought
has
we had
something against you.
You say as you go down.
You know, they say
The
hell hath no
tentacle-
fury, but it swapped this time.
The tentacle
His
on his
final
face
action.
just slides
His
down.
final
He
action.
attacks again.
Are you-
No, he's going to move up to Hamir.
I was like, are you going to hit me while I'm down?
No, you're down. You're not a threat right now. He can
I would
finish
be
you off
so
later.
angry at you.
You don't even seem to be the target. Hamir is.
Then it's the last of these 3 ruffians that are still up. He's going to move to where he's flanking Hamir and swing at him. 9.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Well, it's against your flat footed.
It's a critical fail.
Oh.
Oh, not against flat-footed.
He's going to try again. 13 against flat footed.
Nope.
He's sad. He strode and he swung twice. He's sad.
I would
He's
be
looking across you at his buddy and he's like, I wish I could be more like you.
Wanna be more like.
Alward.
Okay, so Alward sees Neros go down, and then his psyche's going to unleash
Ooh.
due to that.
And this is the first time
It
that Alward has
is.
unleashed his psyche.
Well, technically not, but yes.
First time on cam.
Yeah.
Describe it to us.
First time that's going to be released.
Describe it to us. I want to see know what it looks like.
Yeah, so what happens, he sees her go down, and then just a sort of, in like a 5-foot area around him, a burst happens, and then the satchel full of metallic ball bearings falls out, and they start flying around him as like math numbers get picked up in the dirt and start just appearing and disappearing as with particles of dust surrounding him as well. How far away are the 2 guys? The one that killed that down Neros and the other one.
Let's see.
I'm not dead
You're
yet.
dead.
About 25 feet.
You're
It
dead
looks like
to
and
me.
35 feet.
I'm not dead yet.
That's what the ruffian says.
30 feet to the first one and 40 feet to the second.
Oh, yeah.
Can
was
I
off.
move to get within 30 feet of each?
Yeah. Do you want to be right next to Neros?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
And then I'm going to amp my telekinetic rend and select both squares that they're in. They need to make basic fortitude saves.
Oh, yeah.
Basic reflex, you said?
Fortitude.
Fortitude.
It should be reflex, in all honesty.
Ooh. This one crit fail.
What's your DC?
18.
They both pass.
Oh.
So half damage, but it's going to be 1d6 of bludgeoning, 1d6 of slashing damage, and an additional 2 because of my Unleashed Psyche.
Nice.
Oh, of course. Of course, I roll as minimal as possible. 6 total. 1 slashing, 3 bludgeoning, and then 2 additional.
Dang.
It's okay. It's better than I did.
Well, they are going to take 3 damage.
It's better than I did.
All right. And they take it. It makes you feel better. They rolled very, very well.
It doesn't.
Makes us more upset, actually.
It does. Because that was my last psychic point,
Oh, no.
focus point.
If I focus on him hard enough, can I give him back a focus point. I will focus on you.
Thank you.
I focus on you.
I do a 3-turn focus.
Hamir, you've heard Neros go down behind you, and you're now flanked by these two guys, and you have what seems to be their leader in front of you. What do you do?
He looks down to his chalice, sees the scroll that he always holds in the same hand as his chalice, and he loosens his grip of it as it unfurls, and he raises it up, and he casts 2-action heal on Neros.
Nice.
It's so nice of you.
13 hit points.
Nice.
What a familiar role for a 2-action heal.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
And he's gonna go ahead and whack the guy that's that's not Rykard, the ruffian who was roughed up by the tentacles.
Which reminds me, he's had a turn and he hasn't taken bleed, so I'm going to tick that.
He's not looking great, right?
No, he's not.
The other one's untouched, though, right?
He got scraped by the telekinetic rend.
Well, I'll go ahead and hit the guy who's not looking great. With a 18.
That's a hit.
Well, minimum 10 damage.
And is that was lethal damage.
Yes,
So he's down and bleeding out.
that's fine. Oh, these guys are bleeding out? They're not just dead.
Well-
oh, no. Oh, no.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Because he might be in love with Neros. Neros might want to save his life.
Because there's been
don't
expressed
think so.
intentions in the party for people to not necessarily die, I'm actually going to track their death.
Thank
That's
you.
fine.
But
Hamir
he
is
is dying 1 and still has 1 persistent bleed.
Yep.
Because it hasn't ended yet.
Oh, that's fine. And I guess that's my 3 actions. As the scroll kind of just burns up and turns to ash.
Nice.
Make that worth it.
No guarantees.
All right, it is now Rykard's turn. He's going to step up into the same space, just like over his companion.
Can you do that
Stand on his dead
technically?
body.
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you are downed, you are not an obstacle on the
Yeah.
map. Then, as one action, he's going to touch the guy who's on the ground
You squishy.
and restore him to 2 HP,
He still has bleed.
and then step off of that space with his final action because he can't actually stay in that same space.
Nerd.
Just because he's alive doesn't mean he can't stand with him.
Well, now he can't be in the same space as an active combatant.
I just think that's funny.
Neros.
Question.
Yes.
Do I have to stand up to cast a spell?
No.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to cast it from the ground then.
I think you actually only take penalties to melee attacks from the ground.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait, so the guy who I
Wait.
may or may not have a love connection with,
He's laying on the ground with 2 hit points and he's bleeding.
do I see that he's like awake or anything?
Yeah, I would say that he's just as conscious as you are right now because you were both healed within seconds of each other.
Okay.
Also, Alward is standing next to you with balls floating around him.
That's weird. All right. Deal with that later.
Processing that later.
So Neros looks up at the highwayman guy and she's like, I did not appreciate that. She extends her tentacle and casts Phantom Pain on this guy. I need a will save.
The one that downed you?
Yeah.
That's at 2 HP?
Yeah.
What's your
Gonna
DC?
murder him.
I may kill him anyway. 17.
So he fails.
Okay, good. I don't know if this is going to matter after I tell you the damage. Do you want to know the damage first or the effect first?
Sure, what's the damage?
5.
And is that non-lethal or is it lethal damage?
It's mental damage.
He's
Okay.
bleeding.
So
I
it doesn't
think
specify non-lethal.
He's
No.
bleeding
I'll
also, so
double
I
check.
don't think it matters.
So he just like grabs his head and then just like passes out again. And he's now dying too
Okay.
and bleeding still.
Okay.
Phantom Pain
What's the
is
secondary
non-lethal.
ability on the
Okay, so
failure?
you failed, right?
Yes.
Okay, target takes full initial damage and persistent damage, so that's 1d4 persistent mental damage.
Oh my gosh, so he's taking 2 instances of
One
persistent
persistent
damage.
And
Yes.
and the target is sickened 1. If he recovers from being sickened, the persistent damage ends and the spell ends.
As an aside, the mental damage is non-lethal.
Would that wouldn't stack dying, right? The persistent mental damage.
So from Phantom Pain, it's non-lethal
Yes,
damage?
I double checked.
So as once he wakes up, he'll take 1d4 mental damage and get knocked back out.
Did not like that.
But he is bleeding out
Yeah,
and
he's-
dying 2.
Well, he has
took
one
me-
persistent bleed.
He's a dying
so-
2 now.
In 2 hits, he took me down to
Because he
0.
was wounded
Yeah.
when he got back
Yeah.
up.
Not appreciate
No one
that.
likes
So he's
that.
wounded 1, but when he was downed, he wasn't given the dying condition because it was non-lethal.
Oh, right. Okay. But he'll be given it at the end of his turn.
Yes. All right, Neros, you've done a 2-action cast. You've got 1 action left.
I got nothing.
You could stand up.
I could stand up.
Do it.
I'm gonna stand up.
Whoa.
And that'll be me.
You push your tentacles off the ground.
Yeah, I use my tentacles to stand up.
So, in actuality, I don't think you still have them, but I love the mental image of just
I
your
think I
tentacle.
do.
Is it a concentrate or
It
is it a
doesn't-
duration?
I think it's duration.
Yeah, it doesn't have sustained, so
Oh, that's
duration,
so good.
duration 1 minute.
You just
so I
have
still have
tentacle
them.
arms.
How far away am I from the
I love
spellcaster dude?
I think 30 feet.
25 feet.
Oh.
25
I'm always
feet.
5 off.
You're going to see this white light come from one hand as Uver just reaches out with the other one like he's caressing something. As he casts Reach and Chill Touch.
Ooh.
Nice.
Shakalaka.
Is that an attack roll? I always forget that one.
That is a Fortitude.
All right. What's the DC?
18.
And chill touch
That's a
isn't-
regular fail.
Nice.
Ooh.
Why couldn't you regular fail with me, Jordy?
Because it's you.
I know.
Spell deals negative damage equal to 1d4 plus my spell casting. So
Nice.
7.
He is bloodied.
Hey! Screw you, Rykard.
Nobody likes you, Rykard.
And that's my turn.
All right. Zephyr.
Zephyr. Okay, so I do have a question. Can I split up my movement as long as it doesn't exceed my 25 feet?
It depends on what you're doing.
So I have a spell here that I want to cast, but it is by touch. So I need to touch and then I want to book it.
Gotcha. So with that context, you would have to spend an action to move, spend an action to touch, and then you would have to spend an additional action to move again. And that has to do with partially just the balance of the game, but also the question of how quickly are you able to like stop and do something on a dime and then move again. You
Okay.
know?
Then in that case, I will just use my movement to run to Hamir,
Oh, hello.
and I'm going to get into reach of him. And I'm going to just run up and pat you on the back and say, "You've got this." And I'm going to cast Shattering Gem on you.
Ooh.
Nice.
What is that thing?
Punch it.
It's a gem.
Extremely
And it
useful in
shatters.
certain situations.
Oh. Thanks.
Just don't attack it yourself.
Oh, why would I do that?
For the fun of it.
And a wink at you.
I'm not looking
Okay,
at
that's
you.
Nero's job.
And that's all I'm going to do because... So, do I need to explain that at all for...
Yeah, let's go ahead and explain what that'll do.
So, Shattering Gem, it creates a large gem that floats around my target, which is Hamir, in an erratic pattern. Erratic, I will specify. And the gem itself has 5 hit points, but each time a creature strikes at Hamir, they have to attempt a DC 11 flat check, and on a success, the gem blocks the attack but takes the damage. So, did I say? Yeah, it already has 5. But once it hits 0 hit points, it shatters, immediately dealing the creature that destroyed it 1d8 slashing damage, as long as it is within 10 feet of the creature.
All right. It is now the ruffian who's not currently engaged with anyone,
Yet.
Engage
We'll
me.
see.
engaged in combat.
Ruffian, will you have?
He
May I
sees that
have
other
your
ruffian
hand?
go down and go, now's my chance.
He does see an opportunity, though, and he moves in to flank Zephyr.
Oh no.
It's all good. So good.
And he
Goodbye,
swings his battle axe.
I don't have any more heals.
An 18 against your flat-footed AC.
Actually.
That would hit if I'm flat-footed. I mean, it hits anyway, I guess.
Check in.
And he deals 6 damage.
6 damage. He did that last time.
And he swings a second time.
He did 12 damage last time.
And he misses a second time.
Good.
The bandit, who is taking the bleed damage from the Grim Tendrils, is now dying too. Continues to bleed. And then takes mental damage, but it's non-lethal, so...
He's having a bad dream right
He's
now.
having a really bad dream.
He's just having a bad
everywhere.
He's just having a bad day.
He must have seen what we saw in the
But
library.
the dream is fading little by little.
Yes, the
Slowly
light is
waking
getting
More
darker.
light.
Starts twitching.
REM sleep.
Now it's the other one on the north side of Zephyr, but he's not going to swing at Zephyr. He's going to attempt to grapple Hamir.
Why?
Ooh, does that do
Leave me
anything with the
alone.
shattering gem?
He fails to grapple
Did
Hamir.
he critically fail?
Possibly.
I guess
Hold
it
on.
would.
What's your fortitude bonus? Or fortitude DC?
17.
Petite asked a good question.
Since it's targeted towards Hamir with the shattering
And
gem.
it does have the attack trait.
Yeah, what is the wording when a creature strikes or when a creature attacks?
Let me check. Each time a creature strikes
Okay.
the target.
Yeah, so he reaches past this 10-foot by 10-foot gem and tries to grab at Hamir, but he can't quite grab him past the gem with a regular failure.
There's only a crit fail effect if he already has me held.
He's disappointed because he really wanted to grab you. So
Get
he
your
will settle.
hands off me.
He will settle instead for swinging his battle axe. So go ahead and roll your flat check to see if the gem intercepts.
What's the flat check?
11 or better, and the gem gets it.
11 or better, or the gem gets it. See? 16.
So he swings.
He blocked it.
Now, does the
it
gem
have to
just
hit me?
automatically get hit, or
Doesn't-
does it have to succeed on a hit?
Does he have to hit me
See, that's where I
first?
thought that the DC came in.
Can I see?
Actually, I think the
It says each time it strikes the
Yeah.
target.
It
yeah.
doesn't
So
have
he
to
failed
hit.
to strike.
And then it says, on a success, the gem blocks the attack, so the attack first damages the gem. So
And
I think
then
that
to the
implies to
target.
me
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that
so
it
that
has
makes
to hit.
sense.
On a hit. Okay.
But then
So
it
he
shatters.
misses.
Right.
Oh.
But
It-
he misses completely, so it
Yeah.
doesn't hit the gem.
So the
Oh,
gem
okay,
didn't
okay.
have to get in the way because he missed Hamir to begin with.
Gotcha.
He's actually going to try another attack against Hamir.
Oh my.
Sure. All right. 19.
With a minus 10
5. Yeah.
because of the grapple.
He tried grapple attacks was minus 10.
A 14 to hit.
Wow.
With
that's
a minus 10?
that was a really good roll, but that's a miss.
He rolled well and is very sad. Outward.
What?
Kill them.
No. I mean, I'm probably going to end up doing that, but I don't want to.
There. Hit Rykard.
I think I'm going to attack. Well, first I'm going to calculate threats. It's something that my psychic class allows me to do only when my psyche's unleashed. It's a one-action ability, and what happens is my subconscious automatically calculates vectors and forces in my mind while my mind's unleashed, showing me the likely path of incoming attacks to avoid, and I gain a +2 circumstance bonus to AC and reflex saves until the beginning of my next turn. So I'm going to do that first, because that's just nice to have. And then I'm going to telekinetically projectile the dude closest to me.
Okay.
And no words come out. I just move my hand and one of the balls flings out to strike this person. Hopefully well. Ooh, yes. 22.
That's a hit.
Yay.
Give an update. That's the guy to the south flanking
Yes.
Zephyr.
He's going to take 10 damage.
Nice.
And he is bloodied. He had not been hit before.
Dang.
And that is my turn.
All right. The ruffian who was knocked out earlier continues to sleep. Hamir, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack Rykard with a strike.
Do it.
With a 26.
That's a hit.
I critically hit.
Nope. He's got armor.
That's 8 damage.
He's not looking hot.
Is he bleeding?
Oh,
Beauty
he already
is
has
in the
blood.
eye of
Okay,
the
I'm
beholder, Joy.
confused. All right, I'll attack again. That's not going to hit. I am going to use my last action to aid an attack roll against Rykard.
Ooh.
Gotcha. For flavor's sake, what are you doing to aid? Just kind of like feinting, kind of keeping him on his toes?
I'd like to try to pull at him with my esotericism.
Okay.
Along the same lines of when I imbue a weakness,
Gotcha.
if that's all right.
Yeah. It's now his turn.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. It is now his turn. So he's going to lock eyes with Hamir. Hamir, who's like preparing to aid for an attack against him. And he just locks eyes with Hamir and he holds out a hand and is like, "Give me the helmet." And I'm going to need you to make a will save as he's casting a spell.
Is that command?
No.
Dominate?
No.
Oh.
I hope it's not dominate. That's like a level 4 spell.
Demoralize.
That's a 19.
He can't. He's already
It's a
demoralized.
success. So you were only frightened 1 because you've succeeded against his attempt to cast fear on you.
Oh.
This guy needs to
He really
stop.
needs to learn how to cast command.
Well, that command wouldn't work for that.
I mean, it
Rykard?
would if the DM allows it.
It's too many words.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's one word for command.
Give it. Give it.
That's still 2 words.
Helmet.
Give what? What am I supposed to give?
Helmet.
Helmet. Okay, I took off my normal helmet.
And then he's going to swing his battle axe.
He has a battle
Stop
axe.
giving
Oh
people
my
battle
gosh.
axes.
They all
Like
have battle axes.
That's a 20 to hit.
That will hit me.
The me.
And the U takes 9 damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Dang, did you not get above an 11?
He rolled a not. He rolled a 9.
Don't worry, I still have more than half my HP.
And Neros.
Is in pain.
He's in pain.
I
At
mean, it's
one above.
it's the truth.
One above. Half hit points.
One above half, yes, which equals pain. All right, am I 30 feet away from Ricardo?
20 feet away, yes.
Okay, cool. She telekinetically picks up, I don't know, something heavy.
You can use one of my balls.
Just-
Me.
That other love-struck guy's head.
and I'm going to hurl this object at Ricardo.
All right.
Watch out, guys. She's going to hurl.
I mean, she may. She's in a lot of pain. It's a 14 to hit.
I would use a card if you want. If you want. You don't have to
You don't
kill
have
this
to.
guy.
No, I'm going to because
no.
I'm mad now.
Watch her
Ooh.
get another 4.
Now Abby's
That would
mad.
suck.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Where's
Abby,
those
Abby
cards?
has the credit card.
I have
Oh,
the
there's a fumble.
I have
What's
the
they
fumble.
say, Abby?
That's a.
I think everybody peeked.
That's fine.
All right, let's do that again.
I
Lift
can't.
the other away.
Okay. So, this crit hit is called Wild Surge.
Oh no.
Normal damage, and then normal damage again of a random energy type. Roll a d4 to
To determine.
determine which one it is. So I rolled a 1 on the d4, so he's also going to take acid damage.
Nice.
Ooh, how much?
I don't know. What is normal damage again of a random energy
D6.
type?
What's
Is
your
that just
What's your normal damage on that spell?
a d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, you've got your d6 plus your spell modifier, and that you do that in the bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
And then you do that much of acid as well.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
This guy's
But is it still times 2 the
No.
first?
No,
one?
it's
It's
just normal
normal
Oh,
damage.
okay. It said normal.
Mm.
I didn't miss that.
No, wait, hang on.
So which one are you doing this to?
Rykard. John Loop Rykard.
Little
Okay.
wee
All right, so he takes 9 bludgeoning
Nice.
and then 8 acid
Oh,
Dang.
that's some
Nice.
good damage.
because she's
So-
angry.
One of the ball bearings floating around Alward, you just, like, flick that with the end of your tentacle, pushing through the pain from the cuts in the tentacle, and the ball bearing just goes sailing through the air, smacks him straight in the forehead like David and Goliath, and then it just begins to sizzle on his forehead as he just collapses to the ground, and there's a little bit of smoke rising up.
You opened his third eye
Good.
in his time of weakness.
He dead.
He gone.
It's a good thing we got rid of the one guy who would know anything.
All right. And Neros, you have 1 action remaining.
I would like to move northeast,
25.
So getting in
feet
the same line with Hamir and Zephyr.
right there. I want to be there.
All right, Uver.
Okay, since Uver is behind everyone's just going to suddenly see this flash and this crash of thunder as electric arc just
Yeah.
flashes out
Nice.
the remaining 2.
That's such a good spell.
It is.
It is.
Electric
If you
arc
can
always
get it,
messes up my
get it.
hair.
Basic reflex, 18.
Makes it stand up on end.
2 regular successes.
Okay, so they just take half. 8 damage, so half is 4. I rolled max.
They both succeeded.
Yeah, regular successes.
Solid on
That
rolling
sucks.
max, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm so
Good
proud
choice.
of you.
It sucks that they succeeded, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing that a lot lately.
know.
We need to beat some
It's
sense into
super
them.
rude.
Oh, I'm going to.
I've been trying.
Don't pass your saves.
All right, Uver, you've got 1 action left.
Yeah, he's just gonna stand there. Actually, he's gonna go over. He's gonna stand in front of the one that's downed that we might interrogate later.
Just like...
Yep, right there.
Okay. All right, Zephyr.
Who's the one that last hit me? The one down or
North.
up?
North.
Downth. The north did not attempt to hit you.
Oh.
Okay.
Do
Right.
the scratchy claw thing.
Wrong.
I am going to do the scratchy claw thing on the down guy.
You should do it successfully.
You might kill him.
All right, scratchy claw.
I don't think he cares.
I'm gonna successfully scratchy
What? No, I'm
claw
saying it as a
on the
good
down
thing. I'm
guy.
the only one who cares.
Not true.
That's probably not going to work, but 15.
That's not going to work.
I feel so bad for you.
You could try to punch him.
Is that a single action?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to punch him. Do I have any...
You are automatically trained, so you get your normal bonuses plus your strength modifier or dex.
And then it'll be a -4 since it's your second attack this turn.
That's what I was worried about.
Normally it's a -5, but since fists are agile, it's only a -4.
Nope, didn't hit.
What was it?
It was yet again another 4.
Oh my goodness.
Golly, man.
I
dice
thought
don't
I
like
needed new dice.
Maybe I'll switch dice one of these days. Who
You know,
knows?
you're too scared. You're too terrified of what happened last session.
I don't even know what happened last session.
All right, it is now that Downth bandit's turn.
Down bandit.
We have Downth and Upth.
He is going to strike.
Wait, who?
Me.
He's striking Hamir.
Oh, me?
Yes.
That's not.
26 to hit.
What? 26?
A 26.
That's a hit,
Ooh.
and it doesn't hit the gem.
Ooh. That gem is useful when it's useful.
Yeah.
And he gets 6 damage.
Wow,
What is with this guy?
I don't know. He
He's
just keeps
very
rolling the
consistent.
He's consistent.
He's swinging again. He's banking on that consistency. An 8 to hit.
No, it was a crit fail, actually.
Oh.
Sad day for him.
He's going to step away.
With that, outside of tentacle range.
I only have 9 hit points left. I'm almost dead, guys, by the way.
Wait, what?
I have 9 hit points now.
Oh my gosh.
He's fine. It's fine.
No, he's not.
So the guy who's down and still bleeding from the grim tendrils is now at dying 3 and is still bleeding.
Oh,
How? So when he takes bleed, does he not go up a dying?
He is.
he is.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not even rolling his death saving check.
Oh, yeah, you also need to do that.
I was very confused.
Is he dead?
He just died on the monster. I was like, oh no, he's fine. And then I rolled a nat 1.
You signed up to be the GM. I mean, come on, man.
It's true. It's your fault.
True. I will take out my impotent rage using this ruffian who will swing at Sam's character Hamir
Oh, stop it.
with a 9 to hit.
Oh, that's really stop it. You're embarrassing.
He'll take a second swing.
Of course, that's going to hit.
Please tell me it's another
Is it a
9.
natural one?
With a 2.
That'll work.
That's still a miss.
And he begins to run away.
Okay.
Coward! That's okay.
Also
Alward.
outside of tentacle range.
So when Alward's turn starts, all of the dust and balls sort of fall down around him immediately, and he looks kind of dazed and confused.
Dazed and confused.
I'm going to move 30 feet north.
North by northwest.
to the north.
No, 30 feet up.
The up.
Up, my bad. 30 feet up. And then I'm going to try and telekinetic projectile that man.
Ah.
That man running away. I'm going to use my hero point for that, nat 1,
Ooh.
that I just got. And that's a lot better.
Keep the economy
That's
going.
24.
That's a hit.
A critical hit.
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
8 damage.
Ooh, he's not looking good. He just went right past bloodied to not looking good.
I feel like bloodied is a little worse than not looking good.
And that is.
Shall we
my
say
turn.
he is looking bad?
Ooh. See, that's worse.
Quit looking so bad.
All right.
Makeover.
Oh,
Hey,
he
Mir.
looks bad. I'm going to run to 30 feet closer to that guy.
30 feet?
Yep.
Right next to him.
I have 30 feet movement.
Oh.
And then I'm going to attempt to trip him
All right.
with a 16.
It's not a success.
I'll
He
attempt-
jumps over the chain mid-run. He's making a break for it.
How does a 16 to hit him?
That's a miss.
Oh.
Wow. He's got
That's the end
high
of my
AC.
turn. I thought their AC was 16 or low.
He's getting away.
No, he's not.
Neros.
Which one should I go after?
The one that's running away.
The one to the north?
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Up
finish
it.
him off.
What?
Up.
Up? Sorry, my bad. The one to the up?
Did we really mention that we're in the middle of this Coliseum like arena? Did that really?
I was in the.
Okay.
Welcome to the arena.
Get out of here.
Why is that so spot on?
All right. I'm pretty sure I'm within 30 feet of that guy.
Were you the voice actor of that game?
I would say you are within 30
No.
feet, I think.
I believe in you, Abby.
You got this, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Caress his face.
Hey, Sven, do you want to confirm what I rolled over here?
Can confirm.
What does that say?
That is a natural 20.
Again? Oh, wow.
Dig, Abby.
Abby, you are always
Pull
getting the critical
that
hit deck.
Critical.
I-
Always.
With this die loves me. This is with Phase Bolt, by the way.
Gotcha.
This is really weird. It doesn't.
As it should.
What's it say?
Olfactory overload.
And this is for spell or
This
bomb?
is for spell or bomb.
What's it say?
The target loses its sense of smell and any scent ability or other olfactory senses until healed.
Your phase bolt just hit him in the nose.
So,
He's running away from me.
I
It phased through his head and hit his nasal cavity.
at all.
Yeah.
Severed his
Can I make an argument to draw a different
no,
one?
double damage still. It's still really
I mean,
good.
it's still double damage.
So
It's
your phase
so
bolt
stupid.
phased right before hitting his head and then re-entered right in his nasal cavity.
Oh, factory.
12 points of damage with that.
So this guy's running away. Alward tries to stop him. Hamir tries to trip him, tries to hit him. He's just making a beeline for the exit. He glances over his shoulder to see if anybody's following him. And a bolt phases back into existence inside of his nose. And he just falls to the ground. A little trickle of blood coming out of his nose. And he goes, I can't smell the strawberries.
Now I'm sad.
That's because I'm not in the game.
As he dies.
That makes me sad. We need a content warning for this episode.
Wait, so do all phase bolts smell like strawberries?
That's why he was expecting to smell strawberries.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's been hit by a couple of phase bolts in his
He's
life.
got one action left.
Just gonna
Stand
here.
Just gonna stand there and watch him bleed.
Oh, it's my turn.
All right, Uver.
He ain't getting out of here.
Most of the party is between him and the exit.
He could go deeper in.
He could go down into the labs.
Goes into the
vault.
tunnel, gets eaten or destroyed by that little.
The little gremlin.
The gremlin's standing in the doorway, just like, over here, it's safe, this way.
Yeah, where is the gremlin?
The gremlin would bury that man alive.
He's just in the doorway.
Is he literally in the doorway?
He wants somebody to bury alive.
That's hilarious.
It's his favorite pastime.
Uver is gonna once again. You're gonna, since I'm assuming everybody's now watching this other dude running away. You're gonna once again see this light shine from one hand as again Uver reaches out as if he's caressing this guy's cheek, and again casts Chill Touch.
Caressing is a free action.
Well, it's one
Regular
action to let him
success.
do it from 30 feet away.
Ah, okay.
Quit succeeding.
I can't help it. I can't help myself.
So I'm gonna get. He takes half damage. So 5 halved.
All right.
I rolled
he takes
min.
3.
Casters are pretty
Be
bomb.
2, wouldn't it? Because it's you round
You're right.
down. Yeah. I mean, I'd love for it to be 3, but
Zephyr.
Is it a single action to pull out a weapon?
Yes.
It's
Dang.
a free action to drop a weapon.
That doesn't help.
Oh.
Then I will draw my rapier, and I really like charging these guys.
just do it.
I'm just gonna charge him.
You're due something good here.
I'm not very
Petit.
far away, but I'm gonna.
I believe in you.
Spell strike.
I can't.
Economy.
You have a rapier.
I don't have enough
Spell
moves
slot.
Actions.
because I have to move towards him. Actions.
Oh, and rapier out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why he backed up. He didn't want to get
Can you
spell
pass
strike.
that to Jordy?
Is that a nat 1?
Yeah, that was a nat 1.
This side of the table.
Wait, has everyone used all their
Sucking.
hero points in this
Yeah.
fight?
I'm
Sven
gonna
has one.
Except
turn
for
my
Sven.
box around to where.
We just want to succeed. It's not like this is a dire fight that we have to spend our hero
Yeah.
points on.
he just
We
wants
just-
to hit.
We like the feeling of
Oh, that
success.
helps.
That's better.
Okay,
Yay.
so that is a 23 to hit.
Nice. That's a hit.
Yay!
Kill him.
Oh,
This
gosh.
guy's been touched so much.
I am gonna kill him. I'm just gonna.
Has he been hurt at all?
Here we go.
He's on his last legs.
Oh, okay.
That is 7 damage.
Nice.
Just gonna
Yay.
charge with straight rapier, straight as pointed at his face.
Straight as
I
a
can do.
rapier.
But rapiers are famously known for being bendy.
Well, I don't know. What am I gonna do? Like whack him?
No, they're not.
That's a fencing weapon. Not a rapier.
And you
Yeah.
plunge him through.
They're very
And
bendy.
he only had 4 HP left.
Oh, thank
Oh,
goodness!
wow.
I've done something.
And you land the final blow for the encounter.
Not a rapier.
It's a rapier.
I should use this more often.
And as he falls to the ground, 2 things happen. Number 1, you all reach level 3.
Yeah.
And number 2, you hear a voice. Ah, excellent, jolly good show, I say. Showing them what for. And that's where we'll end this episode.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, who said that?
A voice. As is customary, since you have all reached a new level,
Ooh.
everyone gets a hero point.
Everybody gets a hero
Yay.
point. That's good because everybody used one.
Thank goodness.
All right. Well,
Hooray.
we're gonna go ahead and sign off while these crazy folks go ahead and get their characters up to level 3, and we will see you all in the next episode. This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Have you met our Lord and Savior Cthulhu?
You get tentacle arms.
Is that how you get tentacle arms?
No.
All right, we know her deity.
She doesn't have one.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, that's a lie. She does.